Make me honest and transparent with myself. Make me honest and transparent with others. Make me honest and transparent with you, oh God.
The Transparent Church Ministry, spreading the word of God faithfully, bringing His word to your life with a clear view of Christ. The Transparent Church Ministry, spreading the word of God faithfully, bringing His word to your life with a clear view of Christ. Welcome to today's broadcast of the Transparent Church. Our 11 a.m. Sunday services are held in Grand Prairie, Texas at the Ruthie Jackson Center located at 3113 South Carrier Parkway. Our phone number is 972-979-5947. Take a moment to visit our website at www.thetransparentchurch.org. Now for Pastor Arthur James' transparent message that will offer you a clear view of Christ.
And some of us wonder why we've never gone anywhere. Look around your Fab Five. See who it is you spend the most time with. If you're hanging out with folk who are not going anywhere, guess where you're going? You're looking at your future right across the table. You want to go to the Four Seasons or the French Room, but you hang out with folk who only see McDonald's. You're never going. I'm telling you, look at the folk you hang with. Listen to their conversation, and it will show you a mirror of who you are and where you're going. If the people who are around you, and let me say it like this, if you're the wisest person in your circle, it's time to start another circle. Now you may have to go back and bring them up, but guess what? Fools don't want to go up. Amen. It's in Proverbs. Proverbs says, it blessed my life when I read the version of it. It says, don't even waste your time paying the tuition for a fool to go to college. Because you'll spend your money and they won't learn nothing. God. Some parents know what I'm talking about. And the hardest thing for a parent or a pastor or a leader is to want something for a fool who does not want anything for themselves. I'm trying to tell you that if you want wisdom, wisdom will teach you. See, my God, I'm trying to move God, but I hear you. Sometimes wisdom will come in and tell us that you're not helping some people, you're crippling them, and they will never get on their own 2 feet because they look to you as being God instead of you introducing them to God. Peace Corps said it like this: if you teach a man to fish, he'll never beg for fish again in his life or go hungry. But too many of us try to play God and we try to help folk when God says if you teach them the principle of wisdom, they'll learn how to go to work and get their own car. If you teach them the principle of giving, they'll understand what it means to reap and to sow instead of bringing. Sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves for folk who never want to do anything and expect a hand down instead of a hand up. Wisdom will give you the discernment to know when to help and when to help them with some wise words. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Some wise words. Notice, I'm not going to take it back there, but notice in 1 Kings chapter 3, as soon as Solomon got wisdom, he started getting interesting cases. That's when he got the case when the 2 women who lived in the same house. One of them, they both went to sleep, brother, had 2 babies, and one smothered her baby and tried to say she had the other one. The wisdom spoke to him and said, if the woman is willing to kill a child, it ain't her child. And so his word got out about Solomon, so much so that people would travel miles. Queen of Sheba and others would travel miles just to get some wisdom that Solomon offers. Oh, can I help you? Women, when you make yourself wise, you just won't have one suitor, but you get to pick who you get to be Boaz. They start talking foolish. Okay, the interview's over. You can go now. I have a 4:30 who's coming in. I pray he's wise. Same thing, brothers. She started talking like a fool. Oh, you fine, but that sounds foolish. You got to go. Because I'm trying to go somewhere. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Amen. Wisdom opens the door and it gets you. Matter of fact, this is why I love this book and I challenge you to get it. This helped me. Even that hope deferred maketh the heart sick. You have to hold on to the fact that when the desire comes to be part, it is a tree of life. The Living Version says, but when the dream is fulfilled, it becomes a tree of life, or it gives life to the person who is at a place to where they were about to lose their hope. So I want to talk about that because at the end of the day and at the core of this text, what he's really talking to us about is what I want to talk to you today about, and it is the wisdom to be patient. The wisdom to be patient. I want to share today very succinctly, very quickly, that many of us, if not all of us, need to pray to God for the wisdom to be patient. For one of the challenges that we see at the forefront of most of our lives, if not all of our lives, is that we could literally look back over our life and realize that the reason that we got in trouble, or the reason that we're having to get ourselves out with God and let the wheels roll harder than they have to, is because most of the time, truth be known, I and you were impatient. Wisdom says, hold on. Wisdom says, take your time. Wisdom says, I know you're in love, and hope deferred makes the heart sick. But just because it's got two legs and a nice smile, don't say I do yet. I know your heart is heavy, but the wisdom says, hold on. Before you start that business, you might want to go to school, and even though your hope is deferred, when the desire cometh, it'll be a tree of life and not anxiety to you. Is that okay? Yeah. Let me talk to you about patience and the wisdom to be patient. It takes time to be patient. It takes time for God to, for you and I to allow God to work on us enough to where we will not despise patience, but value this patience. That helps me. It says, patience is the ability to idle your motor when you feel like stripping all your gears. Patience is being able to idle that motor, knowing that you got all this power, but you feel like stripping the gears. See, it takes time to walk with God to understand that for some things you will not get just because it's the right reason. My God. There are some things you will get not only because it's the right reason, but it's because it's the right season. Yes, sir. And that's why I'm excited, because I sense God shifting the seasons of my life. Things I thought I was ready for. Wisdom says if you have patience, you'll be better able to manage what God provides in your life. How many of you have passion in your life? Amen. You're passionate about something. It could be even being passionate about doing God's will. It's a good thing to have passion. But it's a bad thing to have passion that is without restraint.
Amen.
Some of y'all here today because y'all mom and daddy had passion. And depending on the circumstances, you got to put it right. Patience is passion tamed. So you're not the only one that wants God to do something great in your life and for you. But that passion that He gives you, it can be a good thing, but you got to temper that thing. You got to tame that thing, because if you don't allow God to give you wisdom and to have patience, you will forever make decisions hurting yourself and hurting others that will continue to add a delay on the thing that you're hoping for. Hope deferred, making the heart sick. But when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life.
Our hope is that Pastor James' message has inspired you to continue the fight of faith. To receive a copy of today's sermon in its entirety, please contact the church at 972-979-5947. Again, our 11 a.m. Sunday services are held in Grand Prairie, Texas at the Ruthie Jackson Center, located at 3113 South Carrier Parkway. Come join us and see what you've been missing. www.thetransparentchurch.org